What's good, y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. So today's episode is coming a little bit late today, but let me tell you why. I was in Philly for the past few days. I was out there with Mobilize Justice, my brother Beanie Siegel, you feel me, Jadakiss, which I'll talk about that, throughout this episode. For context purposes, of course, Killer Mike, Icewood Vezo, almost the whole cast of Power, you feel me? It was a good day. But that was yesterday. Today, we talking about J. Cole and Port Antonio. So look, um, Wednesday night. Wednesday night, J. Cole decided to drop a record and address, the issues of him, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, where he stands. Honestly, I'ma tell y'all done bullied J. Cole into responding to the internet. So it's gonna be a lot for us to talk about today. And I need y'all in them comments talking and debating because this is a very, 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 I'm not gonna say serious subject because I feel like it's posed like it's serious, but it really ain't. But the concern that I have is this. J. Cole, as much as I'm let me say this first. I respect J. Cole. I love J. Cole as an artist. And some of the things I might say today might make y'all think that I don't mess with J. Cole, and that's not true. But I'm afraid for J. Cole. And what I mean by I'm afraid for J. Cole is I'm afraid of the perception he has on himself and the pressures he puts on himself or the pressures he lets other people put on him. So the way we got here is this. Back when Like That dropped, let's go all the way back to first person shooter. You know what I mean? Big Three, all of the cool stuff, which I think first person shooter to me is still great record. I think J. Cole had arguably the verse of the year on that record last year. It was a moment. I think the video was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Great work. Great work from Drake and J. Cole. But it sparked something in Kendrick Lamar. And when Kendrick Lamar dropped, not Kendrick Lamar dropped, but Future dropped Like That on his album, We Don't Trust You, uh, Kendrick had some words, you know what I mean, about the big three. Mother F the big three. It's just big me. You feel me? And a lot of people took offense to that. Me specifically, I felt like that verse is aimed way, way, way more targeted at Drake than it is any Cole. Like F the big three I don't think he's saying F J. Cole. He's just saying F that idea about y'all thinking or the world thinking that we all matched up together when we not. I'm the one, right? So J. Cole had did 7 Minute Drill. And I'm happy that, I'm having this type of conversation on my channel because when he did 7 Minute Drill, I had something to say about it. And I was with my sister Nyla Simone, and we was at Dreamville. I was actually hosting Dreamville, you know what I'm saying, along with Speedy Mormon, Amber, and forgive me, my brain is fried right now. Can't remember everything at the moment. But while we were doing this, and I'm bugging Nyla, right? And Nyla, I'm bug. Why the hell am I bugging out? Nyla was there as well. I can't remember. It's so blurry at this moment because I'm thinking about so much at once. But Nyla asked me how I felt about 7 Minute Drill, and this is what I had to say.
Stage at Dreamville Fest 2024. I am with my brother Wayno. Now, Wayno, first question: did you listen to 7 Minute Drill?
I did listen to 7 Minute Drill.
All right. What are your thoughts?
My honest thoughts.
Your honest thoughts.
My honest thoughts is that J. Cole could have kept that to himself.
Oh.
Fact.
Wow.
Right. So I always felt from the very beginning that Cole shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen, I got a lot of the Dreamville dudes. Like, I mess with a lot of y'all. I've been hosting Dreamville for the past 3 years. 2022, 2023, and 2024. I hosted Dreamville. We had a moment with letting DJ Drama know that he had won Album of the Year with Tyler Creator at the Grammys, or Rap Album of the Year with the Gangsta Grills. We had a lot of good moments, a lot of good feelings, you know what I mean? We had fun there. But y'all Dreamville niggas, man, y'all gas Cole up. Because listen, I was having sideline conversations with a lot of the homies. And a lot of my Dreamville homies was basically saying that Kendrick was, that he's overrated and that what has he done? And I'm like, yo, are y'all serious? So all this camaraderie that y'all made it seem like with the TDE and Dreamville and how they was locked in and this, that, and the third, this is all fake. And it bugged me out because I couldn't believe that at the point that it's one thing to say, okay, Kendrick then says something, we gonna rap at him, but it's another thing for like the homies around, you know, that's around Cole to be saying shit like, yeah, man, like he ain't never, or he ain't this, or don't nobody listen to that. And I'm like, yo, y'all dead serious? So I always took that stance. And this is, when I said what I said, this was before J. Cole did his apology. And let's watch that. Let's watch some of J. Cole's apology. Check it out.
Sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean?
Right. So hindsight is always 20/20, right? Looking back, I could see how if I'm Drake and I'm in the middle of this thing, I basically got attacked for the song that me and you did together in the midst of all of this that's going on, because this is before Euphoria even drops, right? You apologize and you start talking about how good of an artist he is and this, that, and the third, and da-da-da. And I'm going to give Cole credit for not apologizing. I'm going to give him credit for taking accountability, for saying that he did some lame shit and he did something that he didn't need to do and he shouldn't have said this, that, and the third. But the reason why this affects the way I listen to Port Antonio is this. When 7 Minute Drill came out, Might Delete Later is actually a very, very good project, but 7 Minute Drill taints it. And then he took 7 Minute Drill off, which I think is also ridiculous, right? Like, you can't throw a stone and hide your hand. Once you can say whatever you want to say, but once you say sorry, that doesn't change the fact that you said what you said. Listen, if I'm standing there and you step on my foot by accident, and you didn't mean to step on my foot, but it's an accident, you still stepped on my foot. Even though you apologize, you know what I'm saying? Even though you apologize and you're like, yo, my fault, I ain't mean to step on your foot, my foot still hurts. So when you start saying stuff like, and let's go to the lyrics, you know what I mean? Because some of these lyrics actually, but I'm telling you, yo, this is serious. This makes me change how I look at J. Cole as an artist, not as a man. I'm not questioning him as a man and nothing, but as an artist. Because I think J. Cole, he's still one of the best. We're not going to dispute that. Port Antonio, great rapping, right? But on 7 Minute Drill, when you saying shit like, he's still doing shows, but fell off like The Simpsons. Your first shit was classic. Your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive. What bothers me about that is when To Pimp a Butterfly came out and Forest Hill Drives was out, this is when we was getting all that talk and chatter about a potential J. Cole and Kendrick album. And they did the remixes to one another's songs. So again, I was just like, yo, bro, what is you doing, right? But let's move on from that for a second, right? Let's move on from that for a second. Because my biggest issues is how people can be so easily gassed, right? Also, as a rapper, I think that Cole is made the whole beef out more than what it seems, and it's because of the internet. Nobody looks at this like anybody was going to get hurt. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you, bro. Nobody looks at, and this is not to take nothing from a Dreamville, because y'all men, not to take nothing from an OVO or nothing from a PG Lang, a TDE, or whatever the case may be. I did not see this and be like, yo, somebody got to chill because somebody going to get hurt. I don't think anybody felt that way. Now, if y'all felt that way, that's some other shit. But honestly, nobody was sitting there looking like, no, this is about to get dangerous. We don't know how this is going to go. Yo, they going to have to beef up their security. Bro, Punch from TDE was at Dreamville Fest. And that's Kendrick Dog. And he wasn't coming in with no malicious intent. Like, Punch is a very, very cool brother. Great A&R, dope rapper as well. But I'm just like, yo, bro, like y'all have had relationships for all this time. Now look, you cannot throw and then hide. So when it comes to Port Antonio, I ain't gonna lie, this is how I felt about it.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
And the reason why I use that paid in full reference, niggas get shot every day, B, is this. Bro, you got into a battle, okay? It's about lyrical bout. You know what I mean? It's like Cole had been talking for the longest about how nobody wanted it with him and this, that, and the third. And then like now that the big three is kind of separating, right? They kind of separating and moving in different divisions. Of course, you feeling like you don't want to pick a side, but at the same time, bro, you just was a, you know what I mean? It's three ghosts left, and I see two of them kissing and hugging on stage. You know what I mean? The Euphoria bar. But aside from that, like Cole and Drake, y'all seem like really tapped in, and I think that like honestly, it probably did make Drake and Cole's relationship really weird. Cause let's just be real, man. We just was on tour. We just had a great time. We just made a ton of money. We coming out the shows. We bringing people out. We doing all of this different stuff, and then you jump out there. I don't know if he told him to jump out there or not, but then you jump out there, and once you jump out there, then you make the decision to say, no, I was wrong. No, you should have been thinking before and stop letting people gas you up. That's one thing I want to say about this whole J. Cole shit. Bro, stop letting people gas you, bro. Stop letting people tell you what to do. Cause he like, I got my homies in one ear, I got the fans in the other ear, I got this, that, and the third going on. You still, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. That's my dog. I ain't about to get into none of that. And if that's going to make my relationship a little shaky, we'll get back to that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I want y'all to watch some of this. So I come from the era of this type of diss records.
Yeah, fuck the speculation, talk over. Nigga, dig this. I'm about to sun kiss like a soda and make J to the moi. Put his lips on his 9 and really kiss the game goodbye.
Exactly, right? And then this is Beanie Siegel going at Jadakiss, getting on Jadakiss's single and dissing him. And it goes way further than that for the people who are probably babies when that dropped. But this is what Jadakiss, some of what he had to say, because I can't put everything, but this is some of what he had to say.
Yo, fuck you. Yeah, bitch. Yo, when I met you was on my dick. Jigga gave you his old Bentleys. Now you want some shit.
Exactly, right? So let's go back with another Beans joint. Let's do it.
Jada, thinking the kiss. No matter how I look at it, still think of a bitch. No matter how I switch it up, think of the actor. Can't stick to the script. I'ma give you a clip.
Now look, listen to how these brothers is disrespecting each other, talking crazy to each other. And I can tell y'all firsthand, I was working at Rockefeller. I'm probably an honorable mention member of state property if you want to be technical. I was with them. Yes, it was serious. We was strapped up everywhere we was going. It was dangerous. We knew the Rough Riders and their pedigree and D Block and all of them. And I think that they had not necessarily I say a respect, because there was a lot of disrespect going on, but they had an understanding of what time state property was on. You feel me? And now years later, and this is why I said I'm gonna talk about Jadakiss and Beans, this is what they doing.
Real man, pull up, get right.
Yeah, let's go. So what's your ski? What's your order?
Can I get some shrimp and fries, please?
I feel like your Kiss to take your order. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the order. Kiss gonna drop it. What you want?
I want shrimp and fries.
Shrimp and fries coming up.
You gotta drop these right here. Which one?
Either one.
This one, right?
Exactly, right? So look, these two brothers, Beans has a food truck, you know what I'm saying, in Philly, and you got Jadakiss on the food truck with Beans, and they having fun, you know what I mean, serving, you know what I mean, people from the food truck together. Now, if there's real love with you, bro, and this is what I'm saying, if there was real love or whatever, and real honor and real respect, I don't think Cole would ever have to say that he would have gained a foe. He would have lost a friend and gained a foe. I don't think that ever would have happened, because we all know that this is all sport, and it wasn't on that next level. Now, let's talk about this Port Antonio record, right? So I want to go through, you know, a few of the lyrics. And Cole says some stuff, you know what I mean? He said, I've seen good, I've seen bad, had my melanin mock. Of course, you know, when everything was going on, everybody looks at Kendrick as like the super black artist. So everybody was saying, oh, they start questioning Cole's background and start questioning Drake's background, because that was the whole, like a basis of the battle, Drake being biracial, and then people throwing Cole in there, him being biracial, you feel me? And then Cole said other stuff. He said, you know what I mean? I was Mike in the red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it before you see the heavy metal get popped. Like, come on, bro. Like, first of all, I don't think anybody felt like the heavy metal was going to get popped in this, but it is a reference to the, the Michael Jackson Beat It video and all of that. Ultimately, man, I feel like Cole, he let the internet get to him. The whole conversation of Rory and Mal, because everybody watches everything. Rory and Mal talking about Drake and Cole's relationship and Drake actually liking the post. And let's say, I'm gonna say this about Drake. Sometimes I look at Drake today and I look at the artist and the person he was 14 years ago when we first got, you know what I'm saying, when we first got like his first albums and all of that, when we was on Take Care, and he's a totally different person he is today. I ain't gonna lie, it's like night and day. It's two totally different people. You know what I mean? From the So Far Gone days or whatever. But ultimately, man, y'all brothers is getting a lot of money. Y'all traveling the world. Y'all make hit records. And, Cole still had things to say regarding Drake. He said, hold on. He said, they say I'm picking sides. Hey, don't you lie on me, my nigga. Then start another war. Hey, Drake, you'll always be my nigga, right? Then he says, I ain't ashamed to say that you did a lot for me, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, honestly, I understand that Cole is, because when I said a few things on Twitter, and a lot of people was getting at me talking about, like, first off, they was telling people my take, and I didn't give a take. I just said niggas get shot every day, B. You know what I'm saying? And that was the reference that I gave earlier, because I'm like, yo, Cole, you gonna be all right. That's the whole thing about it, is like, Cole, you all right, bro. Like, it's not that deep. But he's saying F all the narratives. Like, yo, bro, listen, stop playing into the internet. Stop letting the internet bully you into making decisions, or your homies do it either. You feel me? J. Cole is a phenomenal artist. He's a phenomenal rapper. I don't think that anything he does as far as his discography or what he's done for the game can be questioned. I still think he's a massive artist, right? That's not in question, bro. But as far as this battle shit, bro, it's not about nobody wanting to see blood for clicks and all of that, right? Because it can't be, everything can't be the same. It can't be everything is for clicks when we bigging you up, but then when we disagreeing, everything is for clicks. Like, come on, let's be for real, bro. You got people who commentate on hip hop, no different than Stephen A. Smith talking about the finals. It's all about entertainment. Everybody holds their space. And again, when it's in your favor, everybody loves it. When it's not, can't be against it. Just for me, this was very uneventful, bro. Like, this was super uneventful. Yes, Cole is rapping very, very well on it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, it's like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. Like, you got so many more things that you can offer to the game. And of course, he also been getting, you know what I mean, tagged a lot with the he fell off with all the feature verses that he's had. You feel me? But ultimately, man, Cole, you'll be all right. You tough. This is I Do It Myself. Friday episode is getting to y'all a little bit late, but I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for having the patience with me. I'm going to work on another episode that I could get to y'all tomorrow. I'll catch y'all on the next one. This is Wayno. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually will. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.